Hello, my divinities. Welcome, welcome. Let's go ahead and get started. I just want to say a quick apology to those of you who are waiting for personal readings. I have been getting a little sick and so I'm falling behind, but I have not forgotten any of you. You are in order. I'm working my way down the list. Thank you so much for your patience and for trusting me to get this information to you, okay? But I also don't want to dismiss the Patreon readings for the collective, so let's get started. What is the energy for today's collective? Oh, one more announcement. Starting November 1st, I'm going to get rid of the dollar tier. It's just not really paying off the way I thought it would, and splitting it into 3 is just a lot. So starting November 1st, there will only be the $11 option and the $111 option. So, okay. What is the message for today's collective? That one went reversed. Breathwork reversed. Peppers, number 20. Okay, breathwork says, allow your breath to expand your spirit and fill your heart, reversed. Peppers says, be fierce about the ways in which you protect yourself. Allies await. And then foraging. There's no better feeling than having gone after what you desire. All right, so let's read these. Let's start with number 17. Let's see. So this one says, keywords, authenticity, hidden talents, acting upon your uniqueness, and effort. One second. Okay. Your higher self chose this card because sometimes you need to go out looking for food, even though the grocery store is just down the road. Although the store is convenient, your life dish may require an ingredient the store can't offer, or perhaps your soul is seeking a more authentic flavor experience that is unique to you. The foraging card has found you because it's time to get up, go out into the world, and discover all that is waiting for you to pick up and put inside your basket. It's tempting to take the easier road, but that path is crowded with hordes of people attempting to do the same. They look the same, do the same things, and are ultimately lost in a sea of conformity and ordinariness, nothing that stands out from the crowd. By taking the road less traveled, you could stumble upon an undiscovered patch of greatness. What makes you unconventional, strange, or completely different? You may not think being eccentric is a strength, but your quirks are what set you apart from everyone else. Receiving this card is an opportunity to discover and embrace your hidden talents and act upon them. Perhaps you feel like you have nothing special to offer, but you most certainly do. Truffles are one of the world's most coveted and expensive foods, yet they are notoriously difficult to find. They are always at the base of a tree and generally buried below the soil, hidden from the naked eye. What makes you unique is just the same, and you may need to dig deeper. It may require significant effort, but what you'll discover will be worth its weight in gold. Okay, now let's do number 4. Number 4. So because it came out reversed, I'm going to say that, well, let's read it first. The keywords are finding space, soul nourishment, and freedom. Your higher self chose this card because you're in need of more space, expansiveness, and freedom in your life. So this may be how you're feeling right now, but it came out reversed. So I feel like it's telling you to do the opposite. We'll see. Maybe it wasn't supposed to come out reversed. Your body contains your soul, but your spirit is boundless and needs ample space to express itself in every way necessary for you to feel fulfilled. When you take in a breath, you're breathing the air that has at one point or another touched every surface of the earth. Every animal has felt this breath you're now taking in. Every ocean, sea, and river has held this air within its molecules, and this air has fallen to the ground to nourish plants through the form of rain. You too are as limitless and expansive as the air you're breathing right now. Yet you haven't given yourself the space to explore all of your desires. This card has come to you to encourage you to follow all intuitive pings that stir your soul. If you're interested in trying something new, such as a hobby or exploring a different place to work, a different place to live or work, then give yourself permission to wonder, what if? What could happen if you did what made you happy versus what you're expected to do? How might you experience more passion, fulfillment, and even courage if your decisions were based on what brings you joy? Receiving this card is an invitation to ponder what could be. You don't have to act on anything that doesn't feel like the right way forward. Instead, think of this process as a trial period, a chance to try something on, with the guarantee that it can be returned if it doesn't fit. For now, allow yourself to explore the possibilities and see where this leads. Excuse me. I'm not sure why it came out reversed. I'm going to leave it upright for now. Let's see number 28. Peppers, which is ironic because this one's saying sometimes you need an ingredient that's not in the store and then peppers came out. Maybe you need more spice. 28. Keywords: breakthrough, protection, respect, and allies. Oh. It could also be that you're wanting to be alone right now and it's kind of telling you to, because this is about freedom. Maybe that's why it's reversed. You need allies. Your higher self chose this card because not everyone can handle the sting of hot peppers and will go out of their way to avoid them at all cost. The heat is too overwhelming and feels like too much of an effort in pursuit of a great meal. In a strange way, boundaries are a lot like peppers. Some people will try to step on you and take advantage of you and are only willing to be in your personal orbit as long as you agree with them. However, the moment you begin to demand respect, you might find that many people simply cannot handle it when you serve them a little heat. The Peppers card is here to confirm that anyone or anything you lose by establishing boundaries will be replaced with people who can stand your heat. You will go on to find people who understand your need for respect and won't try to take advantage of you and will listen in earnest without dismissing your opinions because they don't align with theirs. Establishing boundaries also helps build confidence. The more you practice saying no, the more you take back your power from those to steal or stamp it out. Some believe when eating very hot peppers, it's better to keep going than to stop because stopping makes the heat more intense, whereas continuing allows you to slowly desensitize. Habits are no different. They are difficult at first, but with time you'll begin to expect respect and will make no time for those who don't offer it. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how this plays out with the collective of today. Let's see. How does this represent today's collective? We've got the Four of Wands. Okay. Page of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. The Ten of Swords. Six of Cups and the Nine of Cups. The Four of Pentacles. This could be about we've got a Four of Wands and it's like a relationship here. But remember, relationships involve all types of connections. So this could be like a friendship. This could be a connection between you and your parents, or you and your siblings, or you and your children. Could even be between you and a coworker who's really close. Whatever it is, and definitely, obviously, a lover. But this is an unequal connection. It's like someone here, look at the images even. This one has someone who is over here thinking of sweets and enjoyment. They're still in pentacles. But over here we've got somebody who's a king. They're a lot more responsible. So it feels like they're compatible, but I feel like one would be much more the caregiver than the other. Look at this. Even the Nine, the Nine of Wands is hilarious. It's not, it's like a fantasy. It's like trying to make it more than it is. It has already ended before with the Ten of Swords here. But with the Six of Cups, it's like someone is trying to salvage it. Someone is trying to fix it because it feels good. They don't want to let go. And whatever they're saying, maybe making the king feel like, that could be what this is about. With the foraging card, it's almost like it's a question to the king. Are you going to settle for someone who is mildly compatible? Or are you going to dream that you can find something better? Let's see. Clarify the Four of Wands. Next, Seven of Swords. Two of Cups. This could even be a business partnership. Nine of Wands. And the World. So it has a lot to do with how honest each person is being with themselves. With the Seven of Swords, I feel like both people have a tendency to lie to themselves, but for different reasons. And therefore, they kind of lie to each other. It's not that there's no harmony whatsoever. There is some sort of compatibility because we've got the Two of Cups. But the way the Two of Cups even is showing up, it could even be that the feminine is the one that's the King of Pentacles. Because it's almost like, you see how he's kneeling in front of her, waiting for her to crown him? It's like the masculine, which is a lot more immature than the feminine. A lot more impulsive and leading to fantasy. And they want, it has to do with their ego. They want to be chosen by this feminine. So they might say whatever they need to say, but it wouldn't be an actual, union that's good for the king. It would be good for the page. So this king is being urged to protect themselves. Because look, it keeps showing incompatibility here. We've got a joker. Here we've got an adult with two babies. An adult and a child. A knight and a fantastical little horse. It's not balanced. It's actually time to leave this behind. But this can only happen if the king sets really firm boundaries. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. Five of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Ace of Cups. Yep. The Ace of Wands. So this page lives in this fantasy that they can hold on to this king. They have a lot of passion for this person. I'm not saying that the feelings that the page has are not genuine for the king. Clearly, there's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of passion. But look at what else comes with it. It really depends on the king. Because this is not going to be an equal union. These are not going to be partners. This is going to be somebody who relies on the king. Somebody who looks up to the king. And it really depends on his ego as well, or her ego. Because whether it's male or female, I'm just referring to him because it's a king. But it could be the feminine, because remember the Two of Cups. If his ego is stroked by the fact that this other person's like, oh my God, I need you. I want you so bad. Look at how anxious this person is over losing the king, over the possibility of losing the king. With the Five of Pentacles, this is someone who has like very low self-esteem. Very, they don't want to be alone. They don't want to be left alone by this king. So I don't know how long these two have been dealing together, but they do not want to let go. They're always waiting for whatever the king says. So if the king allows this to get into his ego and be like, yes, that's right. You must wait on me. You must, like this page looks up to the king. They do. They really do. But is that all that the king wants in this union, or do they want an equal partner? Because that's not what this is. Clarify the king. Seven of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Queen of Pentacles on the Fool. Yep. And the Nine of Cups. So the king's true wish is to meet with a queen. That's what they really wish. They really, really wish they could meet with a queen. They're equal. Someone who is a partner, not someone that they have to take care of. So with the Seven of Pentacles, this is going to take time though. So it's basically the question that's being asked to the king, whether male or female. Are you willing to set the boundaries needed to keep the page at bay? Are you willing to wait the time it takes to find the person that is compatible with you? Because they're curious. They're searching for a queen, and they found a page. So it's not that they're not compatible. It's just that they're not going to be true partners. It would take a leap of faith for this king to find an actual partner. And see how it's like showing pregnancy? This is not going to happen quick. This is not going to happen overnight. So if they are in a rush, if they're like wanting a partner now, then yeah, the page is available and ready and willing. But is that all they want? Are they willing to sacrifice finding the queen? Because if they do, it could be that later on, while they're already attached to the page, they might find the queen, and then that leads to problems. Clarify the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands again, Nine of Pentacles. Clarify Knight of Wands. Ooh. Ace of Pentacles reversed. And the Lovers. Yep, there's a choice. It's a choice because people around the king could be telling this person things like, oh, that's a fantasy. Look. Both of these images portray fantasy. One is riding a unicorn. And the other one, I don't know if that's like a little stuffed animal or whatever it is. Either way, people around them could be telling them, you know what you're asking for is perfection, right? That doesn't exist. And I know this because the Ace of Pentacles is reversed. They're telling them that what they're asking for is too much. It's not realistic. This person is doing quite well in life. They don't really need another person. So they have it in them to wait. But are they going to take a leap of faith and trust in the universe? Remember, what if? What if it does come true? Instead of being in this place of like, oh, that'll never happen, and I'm asking for too much, and that's not realistic, allowing other people to get to them, are they going to trust that their person genuinely exists out in the world? Or are they going to get impatient, just be like, whatever. I'll just choose what's in front of me. and leave the other choice alone. Clarify Ten of Swords. Queen of Wands. The Moon and the Queen of Swords reversed. The Hermit. This could represent multiple things. We've got the Hermit here with the King of Swords. This could indicate to me that this King of Pentacles has been around people who maybe had been searching for their partner and never found them and ended up really hurt. Or they saw people in their connections. This could also be that these are the friends surrounding this king. Because they could all be female, right? Or male, doesn't matter. But there's this somebody who's really harsh. Again, this could go, it's opposite end of the spectrum. On one end of the spectrum, this could be that someone around them is really harsh. Someone has been divorced, is really bitter, and is telling them like, yeah, you're asking for too much. Or they could be saying things like, you're not attractive enough to get what you want. And you're not seeing things clearly. You're in fantasy world. Or this could be that the king is learning to set boundaries. Because remember, the Queen of Swords upright is someone who's very clear about their boundaries. Reversed, maybe they're worried that they're being too harsh. I feel like this is an emperor, though. Because we keep getting 3 different queens. Well, not keep getting this the first time, but we've gotten 3 different queens. We'll see. I think there's an emperor. I'm going to keep going. But if it is an emperor, they've had multiple experiences. And this may be the closest they've come to compatibility. And so it's about, are you going to wait for the real deal? Or are you going to settle for what you have now? That's really what it's coming down to. Let's see. We've already got the 6 of Cups. The Magician. King of Cups. The Lovers. And the 2 of Swords. The 5 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. 7 of Swords. This King of Pentacles is facing a very difficult decision. It could be that when it comes to pentacle things, their partner is a page. But in other ways, they are a king of Cups. This could be same sex, king and King of Pentacles with a King of Cups. Or it could just indicate that both people are very much the action takers, the leaders. There's the potential for a match, but the Lovers are also the potential for a choice. Now, another possibility we have, because the Magician does show up beneath the page, It could be that the page is a little bit of a trickster. They're good at creating illusions. And it could be, and I'm also saying that because we got the Six of Cups at the King, which is the 7, and the 7 did show up. Well, that was the 7 of Swords, but it just adds to it. It adds to it because it comes across like a fantasy. It could be that this person is good at presenting themselves as something that they're not. Maybe they act like they're a king when they're not really. But even then, look at the difference between this king and this one. They're supposed to be compatible because the King of Pentacles is earth, while the King of Cups is water. So even if they're different, they're still supposed to be compatible. But look at the difference in how they're presenting themselves. Let's see. I also feel like these two have some sort of history. Six of Cups is here. If they don't have a history, because obviously it's a collective, it's going to apply differently. If it's not a history that these two have, with the Six of Cups, it could feel that they both feel this like, oh, this is compatible, we belong together type of energy. And yet with the Ten of Swords, one of them could have just gotten out of a relationship. There's also that. And maybe they're not disclosing that information because they're so focused on getting their next partner. There's a potential for denial, for being in denial. But the Two of Swords could also represent being indecisive. Let's see. Oh, and then of course with the Five of Pentacles, a lot of it really has to do with how willing this King of Pentacles is in giving themselves time to find the true thing, the real deal. That's really what it comes. That's the biggest hurdle. Claire, oh, you know what? Let's stop part 1 here. And again, if you are on Patreon, then I will see you guys on the other side, part 2.